Punch boxing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube land. How we doing out there? Look, I'm excited. I got a couple of changes coming up on the channel. I'm going to get just basically new equipment and bring you guys, better quality videos and editing, and we're going to fancy it up a little bit around here, right? But look, Manny Pacquiao, Matthysse. Where's the excitement? It's crazy. Like, I don't know, every time I talk about it, like, oh, Pacquiao needs to retire. Don't even waste your time with the video. Don't talk about it. But I like it. It's a good fight, and I'm going to talk about it. So for whoever's listening, welcome. The Pacquiao fans, the Mayweather people, the haters, whatever, welcome to the channel. Pacquiao, Matthysse, Manny Pacquiao, 59-7. And by the way, before I get into it, I'm going to show you guys some cool pictures, current pictures, let you, catch you up with the latest, greatest breaking news. And then there's just a little paragraph I want to read you guys from a fan, from a Pacquiao, I would call him a neutral fan, but Pacquiao, Matthysse, Manny, 59-7 too. Guys, come on now. The resume: Horn, Vargas, Bradley, Mayweather, Algieri, Bradley again, Rios, Marquez 10 million times, Bradley, what, three times, I think, Mosley, Margarito, Claudia, Cotto, Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya, Marquez, Barrera, Morales. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. The Ledwaba fight. The very first Pacquiao fight I ever watched was Ledwaba. I made a kind of a Manny Pacquiao breakdown, like a resume breakdown, and it got over 100,000 views. Right now, I think it's at like 118,000 views, but, breaking down his resume. So, you guys go check that out. But July 14th, Kuala Lumpur. Okay, July 14th, Kuala Lumpur. Isn't that where the Malaysia Flight 370 went down, right? I believe it is. I believe I was like fascinated by that. I watched, like, CNN had like their own little model, where they were like bringing you every little ounce of news. They were talking about alien abduction, and and it's crazy because they never really found anything. I think they found like maybe a portion of the tail, some luggage, but what a sad story, and I even thought about making another YouTube channel just to talk about things like that, because I'm interested in a lot of things, boxing mainly, but anyway, let's get back to it. July 14th, Kuala Lumpur. Freddie Roach. Okay, let's start here. Freddie Roach, Manny Pacquiao, been together for about 17 years now, and they parted ways. Okay, Freddie Roach said, hey, no hard feelings, we had a good run, and Pacquiao remains dead silent. I'm gonna show you guys that meme in a minute there. Look, it's humor. It's humorous. So I've got, people are going to get pissed, but whatever. By the way, 43 years ago, Muhammad Ali fought in Malaysia, 1975. Just a little boxing fact for you there. Now, I had a few ideas in my head. One being Lucas Matthysse comes in incredibly fit, much bigger than, basically walks Pacquiao down to the point where he'll no longer continue, right? I'm kind of visualizing Boo Boy in the corner. Boo Boy, not Freddie Roach. I mean, how crazy is that? But, seeing Pacquiao on ESPN with Horn and now Boo Boy in the corner in Kuala Lumpur, I mean, it's crazy. But I kind of thought, well, maybe he's going to come in big, because I'm going to show you a picture. Matthysse is a lot bigger than Pacquiao. And Pacquiao looks really, to me, really out of shape. I mean, he's already in camp, and he's looking, Pacquiao's like cut. I mean, that dude is like ripped, cut, like, yeah, he's a solid muscle, right? But right now, he's kind of got that dad body going on. But, but anyway, I don't want to taper off. But that was my original thought. Like I said, maybe Boo Boy calling the fight off. Then I kind of stepped back and said, well, wait a minute. Maybe Pacquiao puts on a boxing clinic, right? So, right now, I don't know. I mean, it depends on the training camp. It depends on the sparring partners. It depends on a lot of things. But I'll give my official prediction in just a minute, and it might change. I always tell you guys, like, depending on what happens in the future, it could change, because I don't like giving an early prediction, because things do change and things happen. So, like I said, right now I've got Pacquiao winning by decision, but we'll get into it. So look, Pacquiao, but here's what throws me. Looked incredibly fit, able, and ready to go in the Mayweather fight, right? But on fight night, he didn't show up. I mean, I thought that was like Pacquiao prime, here we go. He's going to just annihilate Mayweather, and he didn't show up. So it's very hard to read Manny Pacquiao. Okay, but like I said, ultimately, I got him winning. Ultimately, I think Pacquiao will be a little bit too much for Lucas Matthysse to handle. I see Manny winning a decision. You know, but I don't think it's going to be an easy fight for either guy, okay? I don't think it's going to be just a walk in the park, you know? So, and I also want to throw in the fact, Lucas Matthysse, great counter puncher, you know? Manny been known to get caught with them bombs, right? he's been Marquez, I mean, you know, so it's possible. I mean, we just watched Loma, you know, get caught. He's a fellow southpaw, you know, it's that, so that's the deadly weapon against the southpaw, you know, is just right down the middle. So, you know, I'm wondering, you know, can Matthysse time him and, you know, just, you know, catch him right down the middle. You know, it's a possibility, and he's got the power to hurt Pacquiao. And by the way, Lucas Matthysse going to be 35 going into the fight. Manny Pacquiao will be 39 years of age. Okay, 39 years old. And let me look and well, you know what? We'll go through the divisions in a minute. I was going to like talk about all the divisions, but I don't know, I might save that for later. But yeah, 39, damn near 40 years old, okay? Pacquiao, 56% knockout ratio, 455 professional rounds, okay? Lucas Matthysse, 82% knockout ratio, so a higher knockout ratio, 189 professional rounds. So I do believe Pacquiao wins by decision regardless of the knockout ratio. But that number, what does that number tells me? He can catch him. You know, Lucas has that power. You know, he's just got that crazy natural, you know, that God-given power, and I think he might be able to catch him. We'll see. We'll see. You know, so yeah, I mean, I like I said, I see Pacquiao winning, but you know, I don't think it's gonna be, you know, fight of the year, nothing like that. You know, I think Manny's gonna do what he needs to do. He's gonna cover up. I don't think he's gonna stay in the pocket. I think he's gonna pretty much win on points, is from what I can see. You know, from what I can see. But right here, let me show you a few pictures. Pacquiao strength and conditioning coach Justin Fortune. So, you know, he still has Justin Fortune in his corner. So, I mean, that's good. That's good for Manny. You know, they're talking about how he showed up to, you know, get Pacquiao ready for the fight. You know, trained by Boo Boy Fernandez, like I'd mentioned a few weeks ago. Pacquiao parted ways. Freddie Roach, you know, 16, 17 years together. It's incredible. I don't know how to pronounce the arena right here. That let me see if I can click on it real quick. Where'd it go? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Right here. If you guys know, what was that, like Axitia, whatever arena? So in Kuala Lumpur. So let me see what else we got. What else we got? And you know, I thought this was important to include right here. Okay, Pacquiao says the fight will be a basis to think about whether to continue boxing or not. You know, he's given a lot of interviews and he's talking about, well, hey, you know, if I don't do well, then maybe I won't continue. You know, and you know, we've heard rumors of maybe a Lomachenko Pacquiao at a catchweight. You know, possibly a possible catchweight, maybe 140. You know, kind of thing. So, you know, I don't know. And then, you know, it's like I can almost hear people talking right now. Like, who cares? You know, he needs to retire. You know, he's nearly 40 years old. He's done enough for boxing. You know, and look, he's one of my favorites, okay? Pacquiao is one of my all-time favorites. But look, here's a couple of pictures. I mean, you can see, you know, the size difference. I mean, Lucas, he's taller, wider, bigger, broader shoulders, which, you know, Pacquiao in his prime or even after his prime, it didn't really matter, you know, when he's up against guys like, especially like Margarito, but like Brandon Rios or Chris Algieri was a long rangy guy, had no problem with Algieri, you know, so, you know, I don't know. It's a good fight. But right here, I mean, when have you ever seen Manny, you know, in that kind of condition? You know, usually he's ripped. I mean, he's got the whole six-pack going. He's got muscles on top of muscles, like, you know what I mean? You know, dudes that got like this muscle where there shouldn't be a muscle. You know, usually that's how Pacquiao looks. So right now, you know, he's rocking a dad body, okay, whatever, got them big old tree trunk calves. I mean, them legs, my God. He probably has, I would say, the biggest calf muscles in boxing from middleweight down. You know, huge, huge calf muscles. So, but let's see if I forgot anything for you fellow YouTubers out there. Oh, with the assistance of a few others like Nonito Donaire Sr. will be helping Pacquiao out in his training camp. Okay, so that's, you know, a tidbit of information. Now, the meme. Who did this? Who does this? All right, who does this? When you want to be just like your hero, Manny Pacquiao, you know, a little boy there getting shot with a needle. Come on now. Come on now, you know. Show a picture of Marquez drinking some pee, all right, and we'll talk, right? But look, here's that comment I wanted to read. We'll leave it at this. Pacquiao, an all-time great without question. But Why does he get 8 division champ praise when with the 2 catchweights, Cotto at 145 and Margarito at 150? And I'll answer that question. As far as a lineal, most people only recognize him for 3 linealships: flyweight, featherweight, and lightweight. How do you feel about that? And then he goes on to say, here's an article. So what he's saying is, you know, if you have 2 catchweights, then how can you claim that as a division, you know, as one of your 8 divisions that you're a champion? Well, he's a smaller guy, okay? I mean, come on. Margarito, right? I mean, he's fighting a huge blown up Margarito that probably entered the ring well over a middleweight, that did enter the ring well over a middleweight. So, you know, to me, look, it'd be like Lomachenko, you know, capturing a belt at welterweight, right? You know, against whoever, Timothy Bradley. Like, well, he's retired now. What's a better example? You know, maybe I don't know, Jeff Horn, right? You know, a B-level fighter, Danny Garcia, in my mind, B-level fighter. You know, so yeah, when you're the smaller man, you're the underdog, and you capture a belt, I think, you know, you deserve to claim that, you know, that belt as a true champion. Okay, so very simple. You know, it's not like he pulled another guy up and they had a catchweight. Now, if he's pulling Cotto up, or if Manny is pulling Margarito up to his weight, to his division, then I would question, you know, the legitimacy of the belt. Okay, so that's how I answer that. And as far as lineal, most people only recognize him for 3 linealships, you know, flyweight, featherweight, lightweight. Look, go watch my Pacquiao video. I can talk about this for an hour and explain, you know, why. I just explained 2, so that's 5. I can explain the other 3 in my other video, you know, of the 8 divisions, why I think he deserves credit for all 8 divisions. So, you know, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I mean, who do you have winning? Do you like the fight? I mean, you know, look, it's a good fight. You know, you basically have, you know, a boxer with you know, he's got good speed. You know, he's still quick, okay, against the guy that can knock him out at any time. I mean, I like those kind of fights are exciting to me when, you know, one guy can just flatten the other guy at any given minute. Right? I mean, to me, that's, you know, entertaining, exciting. That's what boxing is all about. You know, it's supposed to be fun and entertaining and enjoyable, you know. So to me, it's a good fan-friendly fight. I don't have any complaints about it. And, you know, Matthysse, he's looking good. He's looking really, really good right now. You know, coming off some wins, looking good after some, you know, some hard-fought losses. You know, I mean, look at the Provo fight. My God, that Provo fight was brutal, right? Brutal. So, you know, so yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think it's a cherry pick, nothing like that. I've heard people call that, you know, he's fighting an old, washed-up Matthysse. I don't believe so. I really don't. So, but anyway, guys, what do you think? Leave it below.